Hi everyone, Shani here from Rainbow Healers. I'm going to be leading you on a journey today to help you connect with the energies of the Lion's Gate. We are 2 days away from the peak of the Lion's Gate and the 8th of the 8th energies. The Lion's Gate portal is a big energy gateway that we have every year, a little bit bigger this year because we're in a number 8 year. So I thought I'd share with you a journey that we did in a gathering on the beach last week. So if you were there, this is for you so that you can do it again. If you weren't there, you can do this at home, and maybe it's an access point for you to begin to find out about the Lion's Gate. Or if you already follow the Lion's Gate energies, perhaps this is a new way to connect. So it's a shamanic journey that I went on myself. So it means that the path is already sort of paved for you, and I'm going to lead you through it step by step. So you'll need to be in a quiet space where you won't be disturbed for 10 to 15 minutes. You might want an eye covering, or you might want to close the curtains, but you want to get really, really comfortable. You might want a blanket. You might want to lie down. Some people prefer to sit up for journeys so that they don't fall asleep, so that they remember everything. So however you would like to do it, find yourself in a comfortable position, and yes, we're going to be journeying for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Bringing yourself behind the darkness of closed eyes, settling into your comfortable space for the next 10 to 15 minutes. And just begin to notice the breath as it enters the nose and as it leaves the nostrils, having been warmed by the body. Slowly deepening the breath, gently, effortlessly. And relaxing into your space. Our start point today to commence this journey is going to be on the beach. So bring to mind now whatever beach space you prefer, a favourite beach that you visited, perhaps somewhere that you grew up in throughout your childhood. Just bringing yourself into that environment fully now. Looking around you, taking in the sights, hearing the sounds. What does the air feel like on your skin when you're at the beach? What's the temperature? What do you feel around you? Taking it all in as deeply as you can. And as you look out to sea, just noticing whether it's daytime or nighttime for you in this beach space. You notice drifting in towards the shore, a small wooden rowboat appearing on the water, drifting towards you. You remind yourself of your journey intent, a wish to call on a reliable guide to take me to the Lion's Gate so that I may experience the Lion's Gate energies for myself, find out about its energy and what this colossal gathering of light beings and light from Sirius means for me. You feel called to get into the rowing boat, and effortlessly it starts drifting out away from the shore and into the sea. In the distance you see a vast rainbow arcing overhead, seeming to fill the whole of the sky and arcing over the sea on the horizon line. The boat drifts and drifts towards the edge of the rainbow. And when you reach the very edge of the rainbow, you see a helpful seal sitting on the side of it, who helpfully raises you up onto the edge of the rainbow and helps you up onto its arc. Climbing onto the rainbow, you begin to notice the physical sensations that this rainbow presents. You feel completely bathed in the warm pastel colours of the rainbow, and the effervescent droplets of water and light seem to fill you up from the inside and activate all of the cells of your body with a gentle vibration of the colours within the rainbow. You notice an animal also next to you, not the seal, something else, a helping spirit, a guide here to accompany you on your journey today. Who is this guide? What type of animal are they? Take the first thing that comes with gratitude, for this spirit is your ally on this journey today. The great rainbow is a travelator that takes you gradually up and up and up the side of the rainbow, up towards the apex, where the rainbow meets the vast sky above. When you reach the apex of the rainbow, standing high above the sea, greeting you there is Merlin. His long flowing white hair gently blowing in the breeze. You notice his long robes, and with him is a white horse-drawn carriage pulled by 6 pure white horses. Merlin greets you with a knowing glint in his eye, a nod, and telepathically tells you that he is here to take you to the Lion's Gate today, and he asks you to step inside the carriage drawn by the horses. Feeling comfortable and familiar, you happily get into your vehicle, readying yourself for the journey to the Lion's Gate. Stepping inside the carriage, the horses take their leave and you briskly move off the top of the rainbow, ascending into the sky, climbing higher and higher and higher. You eventually meet white clouds, and as you travel deeper into the white clouds, they get thicker and you hear the air whoosh past you as you speed up, traveling higher and higher and higher, and you climb towards the Lion's Gate. Merlin masterfully leads and steers the horse and carriage as you lift higher. And as the clouds begin to thin, you start to find yourself floating through a vast, dark, starry sky, slowly drifting, surrounded on all sides by different stars, galaxies, planets, constellations. Up ahead in the distance, a certain gold star catches your eye. And as it gets bigger, as you get further towards it, you notice that it's actually a keyhole shape. And that keyhole gets bigger and bigger and bigger, until eventually the keyhole is so big that it's big enough for you, Merlin, and the horse-drawn carriage to effortlessly sail through. And you pass through into the golden keyhole, surrounded on all sides by a golden haze, travelling further and further on, the air whooshing past your ears as you go. The air quality and the light quality is different than it is in the lower earthly realms. And you feel a quality of the golden light infusing you with a soft essence and glow. You notice after a while that this space feels like a tunnel that you're traveling through, and you begin to see a light at the end of the tunnel that's getting bigger and bigger as you get closer to a doorway. And all of a sudden, out of the doorway you pop into a different space altogether. A vast desert plain with horizon as far as the eye can see, and the air is cooler and fresher, yet you feel a sense that the sun is rising and starting to gently bathe all of the scene in a glow. As you look around this vast desert plain, prairie land, you notice hundreds, thousands, maybe more beings of all different shapes, sizes, persuasions all around you gathered here in this space. Strange and unusual, your curiosity is piqued, and you get out of the carriage and begin to wander in the crowd, noticing the feel of the hardness and perhaps salt plain of the land underneath your feet. Looking around, feeling more of the warmth of the sun, and beginning to wander among these unusual beings that are gathered here together in this space. Transfixed by the vast numbers and the strangeness of the scene, you begin to recall beings from cartoons, from TV shows, maybe from films that you've seen in the past. Some of these beings resemble some of those strange characters that you've seen before. Different colours, shapes. Some of whom look human, but are wearing strange, unusual headwear, suggesting them to be royal or high priests and priestesses, perhaps from other planets. You get a sense that something important is happening here, and all of the beings you notice are pointing in the same direction, up ahead towards the horizon. You crane your head to see what is up ahead, what is going on in the distance. And you notice the first glimpse of a red, orangey sun beginning to lift in the distance on the horizon. And as it does, the light from this sun just touches the heads and begins to touch the face of the hundreds of thousands of beings all gathered here today in this strange and wonderful desert space. The glow from the sun intensifies, and everybody gathered there seems to begin to start filling up with the light of this mighty spiritual sun. The light of Sirius, you gather, filling everybody up, lighting up the scene, and beginning to glow like nothing you've ever seen before. Although you're in this strange landscape with all of these unfamiliar beings, you feel a sense of comfort, of togetherness, of belonging, and realize that everybody here gathered in this space are all beings of love. And there's a feeling of well-being, of trust, and of unity. So you feel completely at ease and quite safe wandering around this crowd. Before you realize it, you notice that everybody is holding hands as the light from the rising sun infuses everybody with new light codes, and it's as if the crowd assembled all become one living being, one great solar panel absorbing the light of this rising sun. You begin to fall into a semi-trance as this light fills your body and activates all of the cells of your body, recalibrating you with the codes of love, high frequency light, acceptance, gratitude, compassion, majesty, and the ability to create at a high frequency. Everybody here, everybody in the scene is being activated in this epic light bath. The sun rises higher and higher, and the feelings of unity, oneness, and shared purpose grows among the crowd, who are now swaying together gently in the light. You open your eyes and look up, And notice winged beings also fill the scene, swooping and flying and high in the thermal breeze, soaring in the light codes, soaking it all up, joyful and expansive. You turn to your neighbour next to you and share a knowing look, deeply at peace, deeply connected, part of the whole, but also individuals here in the moment. Unfazed, enraptured, in pure peace and bliss. You squeeze hands with them in a gesture of recognition and respect until you break off and you wander again through the crowd by yourself, taking it all in, blissful, connected. The sun begins to seem to you like a living and breathing being in its own right, whose purpose is of service, generosity, and of deep compassion. You feel a deep sense of gratitude and love for this galactic sun, and feel a heart activation pass between your heart and theirs. A deep sense of peace and gratitude fills you from head to toes, and all of the cells of your body vibrate with this light, love, and peace. You begin to turn back and drift back through the crowds, weaving, soaking up the energy, the flying beings above, the strange and wonderful beings and creatures all around, and the sun-blessed crowd. Empowered and humbled, you see Merlin and the white horses in the distance and make your way back towards the carriage that awaits you. As you approach Merlin, he smiles and opens the door of the carriage for you. And you once more look out the window and take in the scene, feeling the mighty light codes of the Lion's Gate, taking that energy with you in your heart. And now, it's time to make your return. Merlin turns the horse and carriage around, and you travel back towards the golden gate, the keyhole shaped, into the gold space, whooshing through the golden hazy light now, back and back. You hear the hooves of the horses galloping through the golden space, the warm light that's so different from the air in the space that you've just been in, and drifting out now into the dark sky, surrounded by stars, galaxies, floating, back down towards the earth space that you started from, and now into the clouds and whooshing through the clouds. The air and the wind passes through your ears, through thick clouds, down and down and down and drifting. The clouds get thinner and you're in the blue sky space. The sea is below you, the giant rainbow is below you, and the carriage effortlessly drifts down and lands without a thud on top of the rainbow. And you get out of the carriage, embrace Merlin, thank him for being your reliable guide of the light today. Of course, your animal spirit guide has been with you the whole time, accompanying you on your journey, and they will accompany you back down the travelator of the rainbow. You bid your farewell to Merlin, pat one of the horses, and you begin to slide slowly, safely back down the side of the rainbow, down and down, where the friendly seal greets you, helps you back into the boat. You bid farewell to your animal spirit, tell them that you will see them again, you will work with them again, thank them for their companionship, for their protection, and this friendly seal escorts you drifting back through the water, effortlessly towards the shore, as you ascend from the boat, climb into the shallows of the water, and walk back to the beach. Finding yourself now standing on the beach, the sights, the sounds, the feel of the air, bringing your senses fully back to your starting place in nature. You see the vast rainbow in the distance. The boat drifts back out to sea. And the rainbow slowly fades away, finding yourself behind the darkness of closed eyes. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin, wherever you are. And begin to move your hands and feet, bringing yourself back to the current space where you are now. And have a stretch if you're lying down, or have a stretch if you're not. And you might want to either clap your hands or stamp your feet, just to bring yourself fully back to your senses here and now. It's a good idea after a journey to write down anything that you want to remember, anything that you noticed, such as what your animal was, anything that you experienced in this Lionsgate space gathering, anything that you want to know, anything you want to remember. And also to have a hot drink to bring yourself back to the present moment. It helps ground you in your body. You don't want to be leaving parts of your psyche off somewhere else in the upper world or middle world space. So thank you for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed that journey, and I hope you have a lovely Lionsgate coming up on Thursday. So Thursday is the peak of the eighth energies, but the Lionsgate doesn't officially close until the 12th of August. So we're still in its energies, and we will be for another week and a half or so. So use this time to manifest, to visualize your desires, to infuse them with the energy of gratitude, and to have a daily practice of visualizing that which you want to achieve in your life. So I hope you have a lovely Lionsgate, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.